So I just finished the Heir of Thorn and Flame by Ben Alderson, and I loved it. It was a 5 out of 5, and I would recommend everybody that loves gay fiction, everybody that loves magic systems, everybody that loves lost magic like in Throne of Glass, everybody that loves dragons and lore behind dragons and lore behind dryads to pick up this book because it was really, really good. At first, in the first two chapters, I was like, this is going to be like The Cruel Prince, where the love interest just abuses the main character. And then in chapter 3, I was like, what? So from chapter 3, it really hooked me and it kept going. The pacing for this book is really, really good. Um, like after chapter 3, you don't really have a chance to take a breather with this book, and like you don't really have a chance to put it down. Like stuff just keeps happening all the way to the end of the book, and the boss battle at the end of the book reminded me of like Final Fantasy and like elements of Final Fantasy where I was just like, my God. And it sucks because I'm at this point where I'm just like, I want to read the second one. I want to read the third one. I don't know how many books are going to be in this series, The Heir of Thorn and Flame. But it's frustrating because I'm happy I got to arc read it. But I'm also frustrated because I want to read the next few books because it was just so good. Like, if I could just speak with somebody about this book and be like, you know what happens at the very end or what happens in the middle, like you know that one scene, that would be really cool, but I can't. And it has like really interesting creatures, like besides the dragons. The it's I'm just excited for the next books because this series has a lot of potential, and I really hope that the next few books are going to be good as well. So quickly, what is this book about? So at the beginning of the book, Maximus is in the library just chilling. He's reading through books, and then his love interest kind of stalks him, and he kind of wants to force him into doing certain things with him. And Maximus is like, I'm not feeling it today. But his love interest is like, no, we're doing this right now. You don't have a choice. So Maximus's powers ignite because of this event, and certain things happen. Now that his powers have ignited, he's the only mage in the southern continents, so the king uses Maximus as a weapon against all the other continents. And from this point on, every time somebody comes into Maximus's life, you do not know if you can trust them. Whether it's his family, his friends, or his enemies, you don't know if they're good guys, you don't know if they're bad guys, you don't know if you can trust any single person in this book. So that's what made it a lot more interesting to read. The pacing was perfect. The stakes were always high. It was nice to read like quick fiction. The last quick fiction book that I've read is probably like either Six of Crows or like Sunbearer Trials, or really good quick fiction, even though it's middle school, was like Percy Jackson. And this was giving that kind of quick fiction where the stakes are high and stuff is happening constantly, but you don't feel like there's not enough bad guys. There was always bad guys in this, and you were always learning new things about this world. And just to wrap up this video, I want to thank Second Sky, which is the publisher for this book, and NetGalley for letting me arc read this book, as well as Ben Alderson. This was an amazing read, and I'm excited for everybody else to read it as well. And I hope that this reaches a lot of people. I know I'm not that big of a book talker, but you know, it's okay. But if you have seen this video and you are seeing this video, I would pick this book up as soon as it comes out on July 31st.